hygiene's important to me. All you smell great and take care of yourself. And it really pisses me off when I meet Indians that don't, because I'm like, dude, you're the reason.
I'm like, why did you name me Natasha? She goes, I had a talcum powder I really liked. It was called Tasha. And I'm like, so that's it? Like I was named after a talcum powder?
You're not defining anybody better than me. Go back to the streets.
You don't appreciate it?
Think, listen,
Go back to the streets. What is this? What is it? Go back to? Did you really just go back to the
why did you
streets?
find her?
Because I've never checked a partner's phone.
Yeah,
but
but
they could
like-
check mine anytime. But no one's ever checked
But
mine
nobody
either. I don't
ever
want to be in that
checks it.
relationship.
Like, yeah, it's
Nothing
just
wrong
like,
with an audit.
but
Oh my
sometimes-
God, Jazz. Sorry, Jazz is the crazy one. I knew Jazz would be the
okay.
crazy one.
Nothing wrong
I
with a
think
little
it's okay
audit.
as
Keep
long as,
trust,
like-
trust, but verify.
What are you looking for?
Look for anything now. Now it's just like, I
She's
just want to make this
breathing.
podcast.
That's a good clip.
What's going on, guys? My name's Tarun Shetty. Welcome to your favorite podcast, the Convo Sutra, here with an amazing episode. So excited for this show. And we got our recurring panelists. But first, let's do a quick intro for our audio listeners.
What's up, guys? It's Jazz, host of the Hot Chai Pod, a Bollywood film and gossip show.
Hey guys, it's Natasha Chandel. I'm a writer, actor, stand-up, and host of the Kinda Dating podcast.
What's up, guys? Pritesh. I'm back. Actor, comedian, producer.
I always like plug our Instagram at the end. Guys, please just like this page, subscribe, forward this to a friend. I think people click off at the end. So I'm saying this right now. Check out this handle right here, the Convo Sutra, and subscribe to the page. Take a quick second. It's not going to kill you for crying out loud. I sound like I'm angry off the top.
No,
of my head.
that's what you gotta do.
You did.
You
a
gotta
lot
do
of
the
anger.
I'm pissed off at everybody.
Give it a 5-star rating, do the subscribe, do the follow, guys.
Yeah.
It helps, like you got to like build
It's the
it.
only way we exist.
Yeah, honestly. Maybe we don't exist. Maybe we're AI.
We're in simulation,
This
dude.
is an AI show, actually. We're all
Yeah,
characters.
we're all fake.
I mean, that would explain Pritesh a lot.
That's okay. First of all, that was personal.
Is Pritesh more AI than Tarun? Yeah.
His hair is flawless. I never see Pritesh's hair like not. Sometimes he wears caps, but for the most part, it's immaculate.
Really?
Yeah,
I don't never put anything in my hair. No product ever.
that's what I'm saying.
There you
It just,
go.
it just comes out.
But
like
if
that.
you
wake
know,
up in
because
the
after
morning.
a shower, I comb it back and it just stays
Don't
like
be
that.
those people.
That's
Don't be
annoying,
that
yeah.
person who's like, "Oh, how are you in shape? I do nothing. I just
I
wake
guess
up
it did
looking
sound like
like
that. That's
this."
what I meant. Yeah. I have friends like that. It's annoying.
Yeah,
But really, how do you say your name properly?
Pritesh.
Pradesh.
Yeah. But you
But
said...
I say Pradesh. Is that
So, yes, other people actually... One of my really close friends, he says it the weird. He goes, Pritesh. He accents the I.
wrong enunciation.
Pritesh.
Pritesh.
And I kind of was like, now I'm used to it, but Pritesh.
no? That's doesn't
It's
sound
Pritesh.
right.
you have to correct him up top.
Yeah.
because y'all say Pratesh.
No. How do you say my name?
Pritesh.
Pritesh?
Pritesh.
Yeah,
Now I'm confused now.
you say it different ways.
Is it like Desh, like Desh?
Yeah,
No, but you said it
Pritesh.
the white way. You were
It,
like
mean,
Tesh.
it means Lord of Love.
All
Pritesh.
right, so get off of it.
That
I thought that was Krishna.
That's actually his Instagram handle. Lord of
It
Love.
is be Lord of Love, and that helped with my acceptance of my name when I was trying to fit in high school.
That's funny.
Wait, do you guys know what your names mean?
Yeah, young
Young?
means Botox.
Yeah.
Hold on.
Tracks.
Tarun means young in Hindi?
It's a Bengali name, right? I think.
Oh, okay. So that's how you literally say a young person is Tarun.
Yeah.
That's kind of cool. That's why you look so much young.
Yeah, labeling effect.
That and everything I do to my face.
What does Jazz mean?
Okay, go ahead.
Moisturizer, everything.
I was trying to
Rose
save
Posay.
him.
I was like, what else does he put on his face?
It's okay. It's LA. People do lots of
Chandel.
You
stuff.
didn't watch the Get Ready with Me.
Oh yeah.
Jazz, what does your name mean?
Like literally it's a flower, but it's like gift of God.
Means
or
tech.
something.
Oh, relax.
Jealous? Lord of Love? Gift
Yeah.
of God.
Yeah,
even
we got
better.
competition going.
I have the white name here, but my name means born on Christmas.
Natasha?
Yeah, and so I interpreted that as I'm Jesus.
Oh, you're a gift.
I'm like, born
gifts
on
of God.
Christmas. I don't know.
What did your parents, did they decide to give you that name to just like make it easier to...
I have the worst story. My parents are literally the worst.
hear
Okay.
it.
My brother, his name is Amit because of Amitabh Bachchan. My mom was a big fan of Amitabh Bachchan. They call him Amit. Makes complete sense, cool meaning. Mine, I'm like, why did you name me Natasha? She goes, I had a talcum powder I really liked. It was called Tasha. And I'm like, so that's it? Like I was named after a talcum powder? They're like, we wanted you to have an international name.
Is that part of your
Yeah.
stand-up? That's hilarious.
No, it's not.
You need to put that in. That's so random.
I'm just like, okay. And then they just added Natasha to it. Wait. Oh, okay. I don't want to derail what you had planned. So
There's
go
no
for
plan
it.
to
There's
this.
no
Now I'm
plan.
talking
I
about
have a
names.
question. It was only to start a conversation
Okay.
in case we all had
Even
nothing to
Tarun's
say.
questions take us nowhere.
Yeah,
so like,
honest to
just
God.
All
freaking go
Indians
somewhere.
have nicknames. Do you guys
Yeah.
have nicknames?
Wait, before you go,
Oh.
what are you talking the Indian parent nickname or
Yeah,
just
yeah.
in
Like,
general?
what's your Indian parent nickname?
Pritu. My mom calls me Pritu Beta.
Pritu
Oh,
beta.
that's
Pritu beta.
It's cute. Yeah. For my mom, it's cute.
Just your mom, and nobody else says that. Like, does the rest of
No.
your
Your girl.
family? No, not your girl, but like your
my
family,
sister calls me
sister.
Bai, which means brother.
Bai.
Bai, Bhai, Bai.
Bai.
She's never called me by my name ever my whole life. She calls me Bai.
How we
That's how I'm
pronounce
saved on her
everything
phone.
differently.
Bai.
Yeah, we say Bahai.
Bahai. How about you, Jazz?
Minnie. My whole family calls me Minnie. Like extended
Minnie?
relatives. Yeah, Jasmine, Minnie.
That's cute.
So cute.
But do you hate
Why
it?
did you get that?
Like, because Jasmine, so they were
Oh,
just like
Mouse.
Minnie.
Minnie,
yeah,
Minnie.
skinny Minnie. I was like a very skinny child. So
Cute.
no one in my family has ever called me Jasmine. Not my dad. Not my, I think they forget.
Yeah.
We call
Yeah.
you Jazz.
You can call me Jazz.
We call you Jazz, yeah.
I call myself Jazz, yeah.
That's how,
Should we call you
that's how I
Minnie?
got you saved on my phone.
Named you after an Autobot.
How about you?
Huh?
What's your nickname?
I don't have a nickname.
Your mom always called you Tarun?
Darren, yeah.
Okay.
Oh,
Yeah.
we need to give you a nickname.
Girlfriends would call me Babe sometimes.
Well, yeah.
Babe,
That's
that's-
obvious.
That's not.
That's not a nickname.
That's what
Not a
every
nickname.
Don't you suck at
every-
this. That's affection. I'm talking
He's
about like
dead inside.
How about
We
like
gotta
friends
give
in high
him-
school, like
that-
non-Indians in
yeah.
high school? What do they call you?
That was like T or whatever.
This
Tea,
is a
okay.
call. This is a call to action for all the ConvoSutra listeners. Is let's give Tarun a nickname. So put it in the comments.
Yeah, comment. What should
and
Tarun's
go,
nickname
what
be?
should
Bitter
Tarun's
Daisy.
nickname be?
Yeah,
from
that
now?
would be Instagram handle.
Wait, mine is the worst too. It's Dimki
From your family.
from my family. So everybody in my family calls me Dimki, and it was because my mom is Cindy, and when I was little, they said I was born with a very small torso but very long arms and legs, which is how I am.
Now I'm just looking at how long your
yeah,
arms are.
Yeah. No, they're very long.
You're like a freak show. I
Yeah,
never
a
noticed
little
this.
bit. And my grandma said that I was a Dimki. And so because of that, they called me, which means little one. And so they called me Dimki after that. But my dad is the opposite. My dad calls me Natasha.
Okay.
How does he say?
Natasha.
Natasha.
No. He's just like Natasha.
Natasha.
Duh. Not duh.
It's weird the way your family says your name. It's almost like it's very. There's something loving about the way you're. Like with the way my mom used to say my name is. Oh, I have some voicemails that I keep on my phone for that. You know the way she says, but nobody else has that same effect on me.
Yeah, it's true.
It's your mom, man.
Except when
Well,
you're
they
in
gave
public.
it to you.
But do you ever try changing your name?
Well, she's
I
Natasha.
I actually was just like, how do I say I'm more Indian?
Maybe
I would
make
be
it more
like,
Indian. Yeah.
Oh,
Like,
Yeah.
okay,
I mean,
okay.
I've done that
need
at
to or
an
need- yeah.
audition, which was so embarrassing once because then I was just trying to prove to them that I was like straight
Who
up
were you?
Indian, and I was like Natasha,
she
just so that they could like.
She just like just put an accent. They're like, are you Indian? Yeah, my name's Natasha.
I was just like, no,
like,
it's Natasha
She can't
Chandel.
even say her name. How is she going to read this script?
Yeah,
I do say my name differently depending on the role. So if I have an audition, it's like an Indian project, I'll say, hi, my name's Pritesh Shah. But if it's not an Indian project, I'll be like, hi, my name's Pritesh Shah.
Yeah.
now
So
I
my
just
slate's
say
different.
it as Natasha Chandel. Like I say Chandel like normal across the board.
I had so many nicknames too because my name I think is harder to say than all of your names.
What would they say? What would they call you?
In high
Pritesh?
school, it'd just be P
Oh,
Dog,
P.
P Diddy, which nobody wants to be called now. And,
Go back. Go back
Let's
to
go
it.
back to Puffy.
Yeah,
no.
Puffy. And then college, it was annoying because back in those days, I had like a skincare routine and stuff too. Like I started early. And so they would call me Pretty Boy, which I hated. That name followed me and it bothered me tremendously.
Did you just tell them?
thought
that,
you would
no,
be
but
happy
I was
after-
born like this.
After years
just
of
woke up like
childhood
this.
terrors,
What do you mean?
and finally you're being acknowledged as pretty.
I embrace being a metrosexual. Like
I did, but now I feel like a man's man in LA. Like my whole life,
Comparatively.
my whole life, I got made fun of being called metrosexual. People thought I might have because I like took care of myself, right? But now when I go out to like film festival, I feel like I should be a logger driving
Yeah,
an F-150.
today,
Like
yeah.
I feel like the manliest person when I walk into rooms in LA, and I am not. But I'm like, what's happened to men in LA? I feel like the most manly guy in LA when I walk in. I'm like, I should be driving a truck.
That's why you're dressed like a lumberjack.
Exactly,
Yeah.
because it's crazy here,
yeah,
man.
with your samurai sword.
First of all, I did tell people that
You got the permit.
you informed me that I shouldn't walk around with a samurai sword with intruders because I'm going to go to jail. I didn't know that. So now I'm getting kind of scared to take my samurai swords out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like I need to know the backstory.
If you know, you know.
Should I ask a question just so we have different
Let's
clips?
do the question.
Look at Tarun, nicknames. We spent 20 minutes on
I
that.
know.
The whole
See?
episode's gonna be about nicknames.
It's very relatable for Daisies. I'm just saying.
It is true, though.
Side, my last thing on that is.
Oh, God.
Tarun's like, Natasha, I'm trying to have other clips.
It's okay. It's okay. You got this. Trust me. It'll cut well with this clip. Have you ever been yelled at with like Indian kids being called your nickname out in public?
Say what?
When your parents call out your nickname in public.
Okay.
My mom would be like, Dimki! Dimki, come here. And I'm
Oh
like,
my God, that's
"Oh, the
hilarious.
fucking
It's embarrassing, yeah.
always happened to me. All right, move on.
That's really funny. Thank you, ChatGPT, by the way. What is one Asian stereotype that you'd like to dismantle?
Asian or South Asian?
South Asian.
We
Maybe
just
that-
had this conversation, Tarun. ChatGPT is lumping us in.
You guys get what I'm saying.
Yeah, Jazz, go.
No, I need a minute to
Oh,
process.
please. Really?
Hold
An
on, is
Indian
this-
stereotype that I'd like to get dismissed.
I'll start with.
No, can I clarify? Is it the one we'd like to, that one we disagree with, or one we
What do you
don't
hate
like?
that you don't like that you want to get rid of?
Okay, that's easy.
Go.
Okay, you go first.
I cannot stand the one that, I get it, but the fact that we smell bad.
Oh my God, I was going to say
It
that.
really freaking bothers me because hygiene's important to me. All you smell great and take
Oh,
care
yeah.
of yourself. And it really pisses me off when I meet Indians that don't, because I'm like, dude, you're the reason. You're killing
Well, you
us.
know what? You could be of any race and smell bad, but I think that stereotype came from one, there's a different kind of culture of deodorant, maybe, in the subcontinent versus here or whatever. And then also our food is so pungent. And so
Yeah.
if you don't have ventilation, it'll carry on your hair and clothes.
And you perspire like that too.
And so you'll perspire the onions and the garlic out, but I think that's where that stereotype comes from. But then people have translated it online to be like, you're not clean. Indians are dirty. And I'm like, I don't know any Indian who's not like showering once, twice a day.
Same.
They're so clean.
But I guess, isn't that stereotype just beyond the world we grew up in like Western?
Listen, I
Like
think
what's-
everybody
Wow.
smells personally. I've met lots of white people who have a smell. I've met lots
If you
of
live
all-
with somebody,
all
you
people.
learn a whole other.
There's
People
lots
smell.
of smell.
You learn about personal odors.
I had a viral video on TikTok about that because somebody said that to me as a racist comment saying, "Oh, your clothes smell like curry," and I was like, "Oh, wait, the thing that the entire world was
After?
discovered because of." Like, I was like, "You're welcome. Yes, it smells delicious. I smell fucking delicious." And
So hack when someone says that.
yeah.
It's hilarious and
Yeah.
so ignorant. Yeah.
Yeah.
I wanted to dress up if I would do a couple's costume. It would be Christopher Columbus in India. No, but
Fantastic, Jazz.
it's controversial.
I like it.
Yeah.
Mine is cheap.
Gujarati.
cheap.
I'm like, is it wrong?
Every time I get dialogue, I'm like, hey, can I put 50? Can I give you guys $50? And they're like, no. They never take money from me. And I've been with Indians and they literally will like leave like 17, 18%, like just the bare minimum they can possibly leave. And I'm so embarrassed. I don't know these looks I'm getting back at me, but I hate that stereotype of being cheap.
I think Indians love a good deal, and I think they're a very practical people, especially the immigrants here. But I would say that they are also culturally some of the most generous people, right?
Oh, by the way, Natasha and Pritesh can back me up. When you do these stand-up gigs for Indians, they're the worst. Like, they will
worst.
negotiate you down. They're like, all right, my price is whatever, 2,000. They're like, how about 500? I'm like, we're not even close to like where my
That's
point
actually
is.
the price point I stay at too, and that's I was texting Tarun about this because it really little segue about that, like how it's like you guys are like very wealthy doctors or whatever, and when people say that, they're like, oh, it's for a good cause or even a charitable event. I'm sure you've dealt with this as well. And then be like, well, I'm like, so what's your rate? And like, what's your budget? And they'll be like, oh, it's a charity event. Like I'm supposed to. I'm like,
Donate your
so I
service,
always say, okay, did you pay for the DJ? And how about the building? Did you pay for the
food.
room? How about food, catering,
And
and,
also, it's probably
decorations?
tax deductible because it's a charitable
Exactly.
event.
So you're not asking anyone that's providing what their service is for free. Yet, because you think I don't provide a physical product, but I spent years and years and years of developing this skill set to entertain people for 30, 40
But they
minutes.
don't
Plus, it's your
respect
And
you.
you
time.
want it for free.
And it's your time.
Crazy. Yeah.
But they see you as like a birthday clown or something. That's
Yeah.
what
You can see me as whatever you want. I
Then
don't really
pay the
care,
birthday
but just
clown.
pay it.
Yeah.
I know.
I mean, I would say that's probably for stand-ups everywhere, though. Like, I don't know if it's just a South Asian thing. I think
don't know.
everybody's always trying to.
White people, they give me my rate and they tip me like extra.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
But what's your take?
I'd have to agree with him on that.
Yeah, I
I've
mean,
had
listen,
experience.
I'm half Sindhi, half Rajput, so I'm very conflicted because the Sindhi side of me is super cheap. But I wouldn't say cheap. I would say like I love a discount.
Yeah.
And now I've gotten my husband, who's Spaniard, super into discounts. He like comes home, he's like, "Oh my god, I got this for 30% off." I'm like, "Yes, baby." But the other side of me is Rajput, and then they spend like. So it's so funny seeing my parents because. My mom is so stingy and like, again, not stingy. She'll buy things that are like cheaper value. Like she'll buy, we always joke, like she has like 10 pairs of shoes, like the same kind, because it just keeps breaking. But my dad will spend like $400 on one nice pair of shoes.
I actually respect my dad like that. Like he's so like he'll find the value in one thing. And if he likes it, he's like, this is good. And this is lasting me. I'm just going to use this.
Yeah.
I think Indians are good at that we kind of see things practicality wise.
But I think there's a difference. If we're going to have this conversation, I think it's important to differentiate frugal and cheap. Because a cheap comes from an attitude and it comes from lack mentality. And I'm not saying that doesn't exist. It exists with a lot of people.
Of any race.
Of anyone, because it just comes from that feeling of not giving, you don't have enough, right? I would say we're a lot more, I'd say I'm frugal.
Yeah,
I wouldn't
I
consider
am.
myself cheap. And my parents aren't cheap either. My dad's definitely like more frugal than my mom. She loves to spend.
There's always one, right?
There's
There's
always one.
and I think like a lot of times like women like to spend more, and other parts they're so amazing at, like decorating and buying things and like making a house a home. Like my dad doesn't think about any of that stuff,
So
man. It's like
funny.
you give him a pair of shoes and like he
Yeah.
just doesn't care about like upkeep of like making
curtains
I think there's something amazing about that. So like that's a part of it too. But I think I've been cheap for sure when I was like really worried about day-to-day things or I was in survival mode, for sure. There was definitely a time where I felt like I just didn't have enough. So I couldn't tip well. And
You ever
stuff.
bring a girl to like a really cheap restaurant, just like test her?
On
my,
like
my
a,
first date was coffee. So.
I was gonna say I broke up with a guy once because he kept like, and again, I am frugal. I'm very practical. So I'm not saying like I needed a dude to like, take me to the best restaurant and throw down. But this one guy, like we dated for like 3-4 months and I ended up breaking up with him because every time we went out, he was like, "I found this restaurant. It's so cheap." And I was like,
That's such a turn
that's a
off.
turn
I was
off.
just like over and over. I was just like, by the 4th time you're
Yeah.
taking me to the cheapest restaurant, I'm kind of going like, maybe you don't feel like I'm
Why
worth
would you-
anything. Like,
Yeah, but
or you just
what-
didn't need to say it.
That's
I'm
my
good. Like
point.
if the food is amazing, I don't care
Right.
what it is, but don't keep
It shows
saying
you. It shows you what he led with.
Yeah, and he was not South Asian. So he was not.
Yeah, I think
not-
we have to
Good.
say like,
Good way to
Yeah.
dismantle.
Yes,
Yes.
yes.
Yes,
not
which-
South
I want your
Asian.
Jazz's experience. 'Cause I know
Regarding?
we went on a cheap date.
oh, jazz.
I've been on cheap dates. I mean, I have a lot of thoughts about this actually. Coffee date, I'm not a huge fan of. I don't think it sets people up for kind of like sexy romance kind of vibe. You know what I
100%.
mean?
And be like,
Like,
hey,
I'm gonna
I
get
see
so
that
destroyed
latte.
after
this
Yeah.
episode.
Let's let her finish.
It's very like, interviewee. I feel like I'm meeting like a networking thing. It's daytime. I like drinks, honestly. Unless you don't drink, then I think coffee is a good date. But I think drinks, it doesn't have to be dinner, but it's kind of a little bit more like, I don't know, casual. The environment is a little bit more conducive to romance. I'm not
For
sure.
sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, you want to say something?
No, I'm.
Well, he
I'm
said
gonna
that he
get in
only
trouble. So
went
keep,
on
keep
I will
coffee
get in
dates.
trouble.
He said he just said.
I'm with you. Like, there's no chance
You're
of me
lucky.
getting laid on a coffee date. Like, I have to. I don't even drink, but I'll drink on a date sometimes because I'm like, you cannot be the only one drinking here. Like, I've got to drink as well, so we're balanced out.
Hold on. Well, that's kind of.
Well-
That's a weird setup because if you're doing something on a first date that's very uncomfortable, not authentically who you are, then what's the point?
you
Because
won't
he's just
connect.
trying to bang.
But see, I wasn't trying to do
That,
that.
okay.
There's on
That
Saturday
is just
morning,
like,
Natasha.
That isn't.
No, you know what? You have to set that precedent of we're dating versus like friend zone. Otherwise, you will.
You have to create. I mean, there's a lot of research, and I actually did
Use
my
research?
own research on this in undergrad, which is
Did you
hilarious.
get a paper on this?
Environmental ambiance, music,
on that.
lighting, and stuff all has an impact on how we perceive the person that we're speaking to. So if there's classical music playing, you might perceive them to be more sophisticated and whatever. So if you go to like a Starbucks, I don't know if that makes, you can connect with anyone anywhere, but if you want to set yourself up
Okay,
to
we're
be
all
seen
in
in the
agreement.
best
No
light.
How
coffee.
hot they are, to be completely honest.
Depends how hot they are, maybe.
Sometimes
but there's a
hotness over.
That's fair. I think for me, I hadn't ever really done the coffee date thing until now. But the reason I personally approached it, is I was at a point in my life where I wanted to actually like someone and meet them and not set it up where it was going to be like, I wanted to make it very clear this wasn't to get laid. I had no intentions. I didn't want a nighttime event. I wanted to actually know you. I wanted to like you.
Intentional.
It was
God,
super
Pritesh.
intentional.
Actually, I kind of like that.
And the other reason I did that was because I met her through a mutual friend. And out of respect for the friend, I wanted to be very like proper. Classy, proper. Just like, I can understand why you're saying it could feel like a interview thing. I can get that. You have to be mindful. My intentions weren't there. And this was a little bit nicer spot. But like, it's like, okay, do we vibe or not?
Quotidien.
Do we vibe or not? Is there attraction or not?
Starbucks.
And if it is, then the second date obviously is gonna be drinks, and we had a great time.
Yeah.
But that's the way I approach it. But I see where you're coming from.
I'm not saying it's a hard rule. I've been on plenty
Yeah.
of coffee dates. I just think the best setup for success is
Mm-hmm.
drinks, if you do drink.
I mean, listen, I get why, like, from doing kind of dating for so many years of like guys often saying why they did it is just because of finances. Like, when you're taking out multiple girls a week, it can add up to have
It gets
drinks
pricey.
and dinner.
I've had a lot of friends,
So
who spend a lot of
I
money.
get it, but I think I also understand like it's not going to set you up for success really. Just because like, I mean, I'm also going to coffee with my mom. You know what I mean? Like, I don't,
Yeah.
it's like, but I'm not going for drinks with my mom like that. So
I think that's a great segue mentioning coffee because
Yes.
I want to make a quick shout out to Dialogue for sponsoring this episode, supplying us with this amazing drink.
delicious.
I got the Recovery Pro. It is fantastic. I love it. Jazz, what are you drinking?
I got their seasonal pumpkin iced latte, so I'm very excited about it.
I got the Dialogue Detox as always, because I need vegetables and health.
And I got the protein smoothie. It's amazing. I get it every time.
That's the post-workout smoothie.
Post-workout smoothie.
Yeah.
The post-workout smoothie.
But I thought that your look is natural. You just woke up looking
just woke up like that.
perfect.
Hey, that
with
was just the hair, not
and-
everything else. Everything else takes a lot of work. He had, would you have the recovery?
Yeah.
Yeah, because he went on a date and he had to have fake having a drink.
Yeah.
With a girl.
I'm totally recovered. It's delicious. Check them out in Hollywood, or they've got multiple locations. We appreciate your dialogue. Thank you.
Thank you.
Hey, sorry to interrupt. If you like this episode, please don't forget to like and subscribe. Thanks. Natasha?
She's been taken for a long time now, man.
Before that, I went on a couple coffee dates. I would say mostly I didn't drink for a long time, so I've gone on drink dates, but I would always just say like, hey, I don't drink, but you can drink, so I'll just get like a.
Would you get a virgin drink?
Yeah, sometimes, or just a ginger ale or Coke or something, you know what I mean? But I also learned like probably later about like, hey, I should just get like a mocktail and what would they know? But yeah, it did never.
And this ties into Indians being cheap, see? So if Indians ask you for a coffee date, they're probably cheap.
I don't know. I mean, I think
I don't think it's a money thing when it comes to this,
I don't know if it's
actually.
a money.
Actually,
Well, actually, I was going to say, I don't think it's a race thing. I think it's really just
I mean,
guys.
most of it isn't. I think the smell thing is just the stereotype we started
Yeah.
off with.
I actually-
like you said, yeah.
I actually don't think I've ever gone on a coffee date with a brown guy.
Really?
They've always been drinks or dinner.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
feel like
I
they
don't
kind of like.
But Jazz is super high maintenance, dude.
I'm not high maintenance.
You can tell.
I look high maintenance, but I'm not high maintenance.
Yeah, I was going to say the brown guys I went out with usually
Yeah.
did more.
Look
They
at how
always do a little bit
surprised.
more.
Look how surprised
Yeah.
Tarun's
No,
face is. He's
look.
shocked.
Yeah.
If you date me, I will move heaven and earth for you.
But you won't pay for a girl's car problems once she's at the shop. It calls you for $4,000. So I don't know about
But
heaven and earth.
if you cross that line with me, there's no coming back. You only get
Okay.
one shot with me.
Okay.
So I've got serious
What are
trust
you
issues.
looking for?
I'm looking for anything now. Now it's just like I
She's
just want to make this
breathing.
podcast
What'd you say? What'd you say?
I said she's breathing.
That's a good clip. Anyone that has breath.
Warm body for
Did
the
you know that a
winter.
date? Do you draw breath?
Are you alive? You're not an AI
seriously-
simulation?
No,
Let's
this has come
go
up.
out.
I really don't date that much. I told someone this. You don't know the work I do off camera. Editing, I'm at the gym by myself. I'm mostly by myself 95% of the time. This is the only time I'm around people, or I do stand-up. Even stand-up, you're talking to a monolith of people. You're not really engaging with them.
Yeah.
So it's very isolating, my life.
But,
Well,
okay,
I
but
feel
you said that in a judgmental way of yourself.
I like my life. Like it's
Okay.
it's a balance. Sometimes I wonder if I like it so much, maybe it's dangerous because I'm not going to cross back into relationship zone. I don't know.
Get used to being alone.
We'll find out.
There are a lot of people like that. I feel like you and I should do a dating coaching session separately.
God.
Bring back the podcast.
Right?
Do we get to your stereotype?
That, non-South Asians all think that like India is like a very spiritual place.
Have they met you too?
That's what I mean. I'm always like very annoyed with that. Like everybody kind of glorifies that part of India. Like they go to the ashrams and they're all into the yoga culture and whatever. And they just assume that because of that, we're like that. And I always am just like, we're just normal people. And South Asians, like I always just say like Indians like will steal your enlightenment out of your back pocket in India. So like, because everybody I meet is always like, oh my God, India.
Yeah.
Like you guys have these amazing
I don't subscribe to that.
ashrams.
I don't
And
subscribe
I'm
to
like,
that.
Wait, what did you say? I missed that.
Oh wait, I'm just saying. Jazz's eyes lit up when she's like, "We'll steal the enlightenment out of your back pockets." I want to know what Jazz feels about that.
No, I mean, I think she was just saying like not everyone's this like hippie free love Rishikesh, but maybe some people, especially in LA, would think about India. But it is in some ways, it's an interesting place because you have so many religions all in one place, and and
I think we are the best. Like I love India. I love going to India. I think we are some of the warmest, coolest people. Like I love all of our culture there. But like we're also not like we're just normal people. Like
they're
nobody
just people
is
like anyone else.
Nobody's like seeing everybody on the street like namaste, please walk
Yeah.
by us. Like
I mean, anyone who
here's
has that general idea needs to travel and get out because no place is like that.
yeah.
I mean, people are people, and anywhere you go, regardless of economics, of course, but people just trying to live, have families, like fulfill dreams, deal with their own trauma. Like everyone's just living life, and most people don't think about anything else besides that.
But it's like
Right.
also like if you've gone, have you guys been to Rishikesh before?
No.
Okay, so I've been to Rishikesh and Haridwar and all those places, and it's so beautiful. But it was so funny because you see just two types of people, right? You see the non-South Asians who come there and they're all just like so yogi.
They changed their names.
Oh my God. It's so funny to watch them. And then all the Indians on the side, including all the workers and people who live in Rishikesh, who are just upcharging them like, X 100 for the same yoga pants that they just gave me for like 15 rupees. They're charging them like 2,500, So that's where I find all of that like really funny because in their head, they had the stereotype of what India is. And I'm not gonna lie, those desis are like, yep, we'll play into that
Well,
stereotype.
the funniest thing was when the yoga studio I went to in Venice, like I remember this one girl came back and I was like, "Hey, what's up?" And she goes, "Yeah, now I go by Shanti Om Priya."
Oh my God.
I was like, "Shut up, Rachel! Like, just stop." No,
Dead.
you don't. Okay, we're not doing this.
She's doing a Rachel Dolezal.
Yeah, that's my point. It's like you don't all these like getting these names because it's spiritual bypassing, right? Which is very common here, where it's like I'm gonna go to Bali or India and somehow I've healed. And it's like, first of all, they can have beautiful energy and you can connect with ancestors and that's beautiful. But if you think you can just act like trash and buy a ticket and go somewhere and change your name, that's actually cultural appropriation, disrespect,
offensive,
right?
yeah.
Yeah, it's just like, what are you doing? And you're not even being, forget everything else. How disingenuous are you being to yourself? Like looking in the mirror. That's wild to live like that.
Well, sorry.
No, I was not to make this about dating again, but I have weaponized that because
she's breathing.
Yeah.
No, I have weaponized that because I remember I went out with this woman once and she was very spiritual. She wanted to be spiritual. And I've read enough where I can talk about it. And I was like, oh, let me just go with this angle. Then I'll be the spiritual Tarun.
I love how you always
like
like
Guru
game plan.
Pritesh.
Angle.
I'm not angling it on a date.
I know.
That's actually hilarious.
you
He
know
was
what?
Guru Tarun.
Yeah, I was like Pritesh for like 2 weeks.
Okay, relax. Relax. Okay? How'd that go for you?
Went great. It's great.
Did you do all the Kama Sutra poses?
No, my dad watches this. We just read.
Oh.
We studied for.
You read books together.
yeah.
You just studied with the door closed. You studied math and physics.
Math and physics, Dad. That's all we did. But I do see your point, and it is annoying because one of my biggest pet peeves are people who like wear like yoga beads and stuff, and they're like, "Oh, I'm spiritual now."
Well, it was so funny when I first met Luis, who's my husband. The first day I went to his house, he had, no joke, a picture of Ganesh right when you walked in. And my heart sank and I was like, oh no, he's one of those guys where he's like fetishizing, brown women. And immediately I said it to him. I was like, oh, really? You have a Ganesh picture there. And then he was like, oh, no, I swear, like my roommate in Singapore was Indian and she gave me this as a gift and whatever. And
So it was like legit.
it was
for him.
legit, but I ended up calling when I told my parents eventually about him, and I said that he had this picture. My dad immediately was like, oh, beta. And I was like, yeah, I know. We've cleared this up. And we
really
still
funny.
have that Ganesh in our house now that we're married, but red flags,
Yeah.
What's it not to be a green flag?
Yeah,
Because
for
it
him.
was legit.
He was
for him.
legit.
Yeah.
But sometimes I have to check him too.
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
he sometimes is like, let's go to a sound bath. I'm like, I want to curse, but I'm not going to. I was
Sound baths
like,
are dope if there's a legit person.
yeah, but listen,
Yeah.
I'm also just like, sometimes he gets all woo woo on me and I'm like,
he's
you
a
think that
DJ.
I'm like one of those like.
He's a DJ.
He's in advertising marketing,
Oh,
but
what'd you say, DJ?
but he's also a DJ.
Oh, okay.
He also his day job is a brand strategy director, and then he's a techno DJ producer.
Would you be with him if he was just a DJ?
No, he knows
Dang,
that.
that was straight up.
No, I wouldn't. I had a rule. I've talked
like
about it on the
Natasha.
podcast so many times. No musicians, no athletes. It was my first red flag when he said that he was a DJ, and then I did my tricks where I act like I'm into stuff that I'm not into just to see their response. So I said to him, I'm like, oh, so you're a DJ, cool. So you must do like a lot of drugs, as if I do
That's
them.
your trick.
And then he was just like, no, I've never had anything. And I was like, come on, like weed or something. And then he was just
See, this is the female brain right here, just setting
no,
up
but
traps.
I don't think anybody else does it. I've
they're all
tried
setting
to
up
teach it
traps.
on the podcast because I was like, that's how you got to do it. To
Come
like,
over and do coke. I'm good.
yeah, no, I've done that to a guy before too. Like before him, I said, so are you into open relationships? As if I were. And then he said he was. And I was like, oh, well, I'm not.
Oh, I gotta ask you this. So my girlfriend was asking me, interesting conversation. She goes, conversation came up, and she's like, "Well, I couldn't
She's
be
trapping
with."
you.
Yeah, no, that was not true.
Trick questions.
I wanted to ask you guys: would you date someone who's bisexual? So would you like if Luis was also into men? Could you be married to him?
Yeah,
Because my
I
answer is
mean,
no, and her answer is no as well.
That's a good
What
point.
were those-
I've never.
Preference wise, yeah.
Was there an explanation for no and no?
I mean, I think for her, it's just like, well, if there's an idea that somehow someone's being unfulfilled, whether it's bad or romantically, because they want something from the opposite sex that you can't provide, I'd rather just not have that as well. Nothing wrong with it. I'm not saying they're all like that. I'm not trying to like make this like a controversial statement. I'm just saying for me personally,
It's going to get boring eventually. I mean,
Tarun, you need to get past 2 weeks lying, okay? You need to get past 2 weeks
sad.
lying.
2 weeks
lying and you're fake
not,
drinking.
and not paying for a girl's car transmission, okay? Like we got to get you past.
I feel
some
very
certain-
committed to trying to heal Tarun now.
No,
Like
so-
we're
so-
going to have a heart to heart.
So if you found out you were like when you liked Luis and you were in dating stage, but you found out like he was also into men.
That's a good question.
How would
So-
that long term? What would that make
Yeah,
you feel
look,
like?
I mean, I think there are misconceptions about people who are bisexual. Which is, well, that means that they're into everybody, and it's like I'm into men doesn't mean I'm into all men. You know what I mean?
Of course.
So I don't think that. It's a very good question. I don't know if I've never faced it. I almost feel like maybe I wouldn't be into him, but I don't know.
Yeah, I think it's situational.
it really depends on how much I liked that person.
Well, one of my best friends, he's bisexual.
Yeah.
And he needs to dip in both. Like he needs that. He used to make it clear, like if
Yeah.
I get a partner, she or he need to be cool that the opposite sex coming into the bedroom.
But that that doesn't mean it's because they're bisexual. It means that they're
He has
also
a problem.
polyamorous.
He just needs
no,
help.
no, it's because they're
he's not good with
polyamorous.
monogamy.
Probably.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're into either ethical or non-ethical non-monogamy.
I think I'm just so simple, man.
Yeah, but those are two different things though. Like their gender identification versus like their sexual preferences.
Tarun?
Have you ever pretended to be gay to get free stuff?
Yeah.
Me too.
I haven't been pretending to be gay, but I definitely, when I used to go to West Hollywood, like a guy would be flirting with me, which is awesome in WeHo, and they'd buy you drinks and dinner. And I wouldn't say anything because I'm classy. I don't put out anyway.
Whose question was that? The bi thing? Oh, I guess.
Would you? I mean, I don't know what your answer is going to be, Tarun.
It'd be fun. It sounds fun, but it sounds like it would freak me out in the long run. Because
That's how I feel.
I do like people who are kind of genuine. Not saying people who are bisexual are not genuine, but just kind of more conservative. I'm using the wrong words.
No, who cares if it's the
what I'm
wrong
saying?
words? You're allowed to say that. I feel that way too. And if it's a long-term partnership, and the older I get,
You
I
want a
just
little bit
prefer
more
that simple. I just
traditional.
want,
Can I
I
be
just want more
honest?
traditional.
I wish that I don't want the person I'm with to have ever had a past, but they do. So I'm like,
I mean, that's true, but I can't do anything. But,
Yeah, so-
but at least I'd like to try to see where my ship sails for the future, right? So that's where I'm going to just be a little bit more mindful.
But again, if somebody's in a committed relationship, it shouldn't matter what they were into in the past because they shouldn't be
Yeah.
dating outside of that. Like
Because because you dated blondes doesn't mean you're not going to be faithful to your brunette partner.
See, I'm so insecure. I'll be like, oh, is this person missing, her female friend? Maybe I'm not doing it for her.
But the thing is, that's real. You hear that.
yeah, but
happen.
it's also then your insecurity because
I am.
again, what if even if they were just traditionally straight, heterosexual. But then you would still have a thought like, what if she wanted to be with some other man? It's like, that's your own insecurity.
He's like, yeah, I'm agreeing. Yeah.
Maybe the bisexual thing just adds another layer of complication.
Another layer of insecurity. That's,
yeah.
How do you, Jasmine?
What about you, John?
Yeah, I'm
Our parents are
Jazz is
watching
getting
this.
a lot of interesting conversations. She's guys, I'm in corporate.
She's like, I'm bisexual, by the way.
Well, I'm not. Nothing wrong with it though. I have a lot of
Nothing wrong with
bisexual
it.
friends. I think I kind of agree with what Natasha's saying. Like, commitment is commitment, and bisexual people are just as capable. So are gay people. So are straight people of commitment or not. It's not like straight people have some perfect record of being faithful. So I think that's like a little bit of a stereotype that I wouldn't want to.
Well, I never started the conversation saying there would be infidelity.
Well, it's kind of like
it's saying if they'd be
wanting.
satisfied.
Yeah, but a lot of
because
people-
I don't have those
Yeah, but
physical
then again,
instruments.
the sad.
But a lot of people aren't satisfied with
Yeah,
their
but
with their hetero partner. You know what I mean?
Agreed. But they have all the things if they're just in it. You could solve that. I couldn't solve the other part. Is my point.
The only hesitation that I would have is because let's say someone is a little bit of a jealous girlfriend. Let's say, not me, but now
She clarified that
for
real
now
quick.
we're monitoring, new female friends and new male friends. And you're going to drinks with the boys. Well, what does that mean?
That I can see.
But yeah, you're going to drinks with the, you know
that's
what I
a
mean?
solid
Like,
point. Where do you draw the line?
It's a lot of admin work. If that's the type
This
of
is HR?
relationship that
Admin
you
work?
have.
big corporate language. I like it.
Well, would you consider yourself a jealous partner? Honestly,
I think loyalty is really important to me because
yes.
I don't like to be loyal for no reason. So,
but that's different than jealousy.
well, I think sometimes they can go hand in hand. I wouldn't say I'm jealous because I'm not like insecure, but I keep a handle on things.
Yeah.
I have very strong oversight. of
Okay,
what's
but I also
happening.
think that word gets a really bad rep. The word
Yeah.
we all have insecurities.
Everyone has insecurities.
And when you're
yeah.
in partnership and you're vulnerable and your heart's on the line, naturally it's gonna bring stuff up because it mirrors stuff. Like I have it for sure.
It's
it
an
comes up.
investment that you're
Yeah.
making. Yeah.
I've checked myself. I go, okay, this has nothing to do with this other person. This is like childhood stuff you got to deal with or
Yeah.
things that you've experienced. Stop projecting. But if you're in a healthy relationship, I've learned to just be like, yo, this is making me feel jealous. Let's
Yeah.
like talk about it. Like, I don't know. I'm feeling jealous right now.
I also think, you can be reasonably or unreasonably jealous. And sometimes when you're reasonably jealous, you can quantify it as like it's disrespectful. at a
Sometimes,
certain
though,
level.
my instincts are always right. I've been in situations,
Yeah,
experiences
a lot
where
of
I'm like,
people.
am I being jealous here? And then, like, 6 months later, they're cheating on me with someone. And I'm like, man, and I
Sorry.
knew it. And I knew it.
I didn't mean to laugh.
No, it's okay. You can laugh.
Even an Oscar laughing back there. He's like, damn, bro. Damn. You need.
No, but I know what you mean.
There was this girl I was hanging out with, and I was like, I think she's hanging out. She's like, my friend. And the next thing I know, she's really hanging out with him. And I was like, see, this is why this friend thing, I've pushed back on this. This friend thing, I just can't subscribe
Hold on, are you
to.
saying a friendship of opposite sex friendships?
Yeah, like sometimes they can evolve to other things if you hang out with them. Because that was always pitched to me, oh, he's my friend. And next thing I know, like,
I have
That
so
is
many
never, no.
I have so many platonic girlfriends.
Yeah.
So many.
Well,
we can agree to disagree. We don't have to go down this. We already made enough clips about this.
He's all
All he
clips.
cares
I don't
about
care.
is
The conversation's going great, guys, but we have too many clips of that. Can we talk to something else that's less
You can say
exciting?
your point, whatever.
Oh, I was gonna say that, like, actually, to your point, it's not. I do think, right? Like, you're coming from a place of paranoia because it's happened to you in that way, and I think that can lead to being unreasonably jealous if you're insecure, right? Versus if you're just like, wait, this is not respectful. I wouldn't do this. Is my intuition telling me something? So I think people have to also listen to themselves too, but know their limitations.
Jealousy is also an honest, like a normal, honest emotion to feel.
Yeah, it's always telling you something
Yeah.
that's going on, and you just have to like do a little digging to figure it out. But also, like, it's really important when you're in a healthy relationship or in relationships to like communicate so that the other person isn't feeling that in the first place. Like, my husband and I have, like, he'll have opposite partner or opposite gender friends. And especially for me in our industry and, like, you know, being stand up, like, this very male dominated, and just in general, like, I have to take meetings a lot of times with people that are
Guys.
Yeah.
but we have just open dialogue. We say who it is. We say where we're going. If he, you know, wants the contact, he can have that contact. It's like not a big deal. And same vice versa. It'll be like, hey, I have to go do this, or I have to meet this person for this opportunity, and blah, blah, blah. And it's like, cool. So you just have to like,
But was it
open,
tough for him when he first started dating you?
he is the most chill person. Sometimes I get annoyed. I'm like, do you not care at all?
You don't be jealous.
I like this guy because that's my attitude now. It's like there's an open door. If you're with me and you want to leave,
Go.
door's open, go. You're not gonna find anybody better than me. I already know that.
Oh,
I swear.
dang,
Like the levels I go through to improve your life, like you're not gonna find that. So go back to the
you don't
streets.
But I also
Appreciate it.
think, listen, like,
Back to the
but
streets. What is this? What is it? Go back to? Did you really just go back to the
Why'd you
streets?
find
There's
her
nothing
on the
out there.
streets?
There's nothing out there.
They're like homeless on this. I'm like, what are you talking
I
about?
improved your life.
Yeah.
I gave you shelter.
Yeah, I give you shelter. I give you a ride.
Hey, sorry to interrupt. Guys, if you like this show, please consider joining our Patreon. Support us so we can make more great content for you. Thanks.
But
Good
we
luck.
have this talk all the time where I'm like, I think he feels secure because I really create an environment where he feels that way.
Safety.
Like, and I am open to talk about it. Like, we have our social medias where we don't check each other's thing. We have each other's codes. We've never gone in, but somebody can if they want to see.
I like that because I've never checked a partner's phone.
yeah,
but
but
they could
like-
check mine anytime. But no one's ever checked
But
mine
nobody
either. I don't
ever
want to be in that
checks it.
relationship.
Like, yeah,
There's
it's
nothing
just
wrong
like,
with an audit.
but
Oh
sometimes,
my God, Jazz! Sorry, Jazz is the crazy one. I knew
it's
Jazz would be the
okay.
crazy one.
Nothing wrong
I
with a
think
little
it's okay
audit.
as
Keep you
long as,
trust,
like-
trust, but verify.
and
Okay.
that's the way I'm saying,
Especially
like,
before you're getting
sometimes-
married. Trust, but
Sometimes like
verify.
somebody's phone
Marriage.
is sitting right there.
Yeah,
right?
before you get married, you should actually really know who you're marrying.
Do you know what I'll do sometimes just to make ease all that? If I get a call, I'm like, hey, can you pick that up? And can you text my
Yeah.
friend real quick?
Yeah,
And
yes.
They'll be like, I'm like, yeah, just go through,
yeah.
click on that text and you
Yeah.
scroll down. It's like, dude, I got nothing to
Yeah,
hide.
Or
yeah.
change the
That's the
music
thing.
or whatever, right?
Do
Just be open.
whatever. I don't care.
That's
Because
the
you could
stuff.
go through my phone, you won't find anything. I'll laugh.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
That was a really good point, Natasha, about how you're creating like openness.
You have to create
She's
that.
married.
and,
I mean, I
like,
think
She's
you
doing it
gotta
well.
keep
She's
that,
the only
yeah.
one
No,
doing
but
it well.
also, like,
all
I
of
think
us.
just from with doing the podcast for so many years and studying it and going like, oh, I think it's just
Yeah.
like people need to feel secure. And so what environment can you create? And when somebody isn't feeling it, maybe there's something we're doing that's like not communicating.
Have you
enough.
felt jealous in the relationship?
I am more the person who, for sure, I wouldn't say jealous, but I question more.
And what,
So I've
what
never
happens
said-
to make you feel that way?
Like, because he's so chill that sometimes I'm just like,
Where's the passion?
no, like, yeah, like I've never accused him with anybody, so that's not a thing. But sometimes I'm like, where are you going?
He came to my place one time.
yeah.
It's like, just relax.
Go to the
Like,
grocery
and
store.
then I'm like, but
It's like we're at Trader
he's like, who
Joe's.
are we going with? And then
Right.
I'm like, oh, you just saw them. Like, last week. Like you guys were playing, but they, you know,
Yeah.
it's like guys who like, they all play basketball once a week. And I'm like, oh,
Basketball.
Basketball.
sure?
Just kidding.
And, like, so awkward.
Turns like the word balls in there.
But we also have like, we have locations on our
Yeah.
phones and stuff like that.
Thanks for sharing that, first of all.
He doesn't care.
great.
That's him
He's
saying,
like, I got
that's him
enough
being
clips.
like, move
Let's
on.
wrap up. Yeah.
I really feel like you can get any guy in LA. And the fact that you got married and you're settling down, it's really noble. It gives me
I couldn't get anybody before Louise, but thank you.
Tarun is great of like
No,
boosting
yeah.
your self-esteem. It's
I
freaking
think
beautiful.
I think it's
about
great. You found happiness, even though I don't believe in marriage. I think it's terrific.
Trust me,
wait.
I didn't believe in marriage
wait.
before.
Me too.
Wait, we got to wrap up. You say in 15 seconds?
No, I'm just saying, like, sometimes going to the jealousy thing, I say when I'm in a relationship or I love someone a lot, I am quite overprotective. So that's where it comes from. I just like, I feel safe when you say, if you're going to go somewhere, I need to know I'm here. I'm back home. Even if I'm asleep. I grew up like that with my family. My dad does it too. My dad's
we're
like, I
all
just
the
checked
same,
into my
yeah.
hotel. Like, he's in
we're
trip.
all-
Who lets us know?
we're all like
woke
that
up.
too at home.
So like for me, if I love you, I need that. And sometimes I've had to tell girls, this is not like me trying to be controlling or jealous. I swear, this
Text
is coming
you
from
when
like
you
a
get
loving
home.
place.
Yeah.
Because I worry.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
did you get home safe? You don't owe me answers. Like you're safe. Cool.
Because like
Hope you had a
Louise
good time.
travels as a
Yeah,
DJ,
yeah.
and I'm like, I don't know where you are right now.
like,
So I'm
I'm
like, what
okay.
hotel? Like, can you just tell me so that I
it's-
know if something happens, you're
Like
alive?
I need all that information.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're a Virgo.
I can relate to that as a comedian, like traveling around and stuff.
Yeah.
Where can we find you guys on social media, Jess?
You guys can find me at Hot Chai Pod on YouTube and Instagram.
I'm Natasha Chandel on Instagram, Natasha.Chandel on TikTok.
And you can find me on everything at the Pritesh Shah.
And you can find me at Tarun Shetty. Thanks so much for watching this episode. Hope you guys had a good time. Thanks, guys, for
Thanks for
Thank
having me.
you.
And you can,
Thank
if
you.
anything you take from this episode is audit but verify.
Trust but verify.
Trust but verify.
And I don't hate women. I know it seems like that every episode.
No, but if you date him, you go
He's
back to the
very
streets if
single,
it ends. Go back to the
so-
streets. Girl.
Yeah. And don't forget to like, subscribe this page, and share it with a friend. Join us on Patreon. We'll see you guys next week. Have a great day.
And we
See ya.
support all sexualities. That was not where I was going. I'm going to get destroyed.
Thank God.